So it got super cold and it rained probably 4 inches of rain the past few days, so I haven't had much time to get out here and do the coop, so we're just trying to get it finished up because it's just it's these little projects at the end that just take so much more time, it seems like. But we got the chickens in there, so today I'm trying to fix this. We're gonna put just the I don't know what it's called. Is it garden wire or something like that? It's just the mesh wire. It's not quite like chicken wire, it's like mesh. Back here, just for extra ventilation, all the way down, which that stuff's hard to work with. They roll it up real tight, so it's all wrapped up and stuff, so it's just hard to get to lay flat, especially when you're putting it over your head. So just trying to get that finished up. You can see we've got probably half of it painted, so I've got to get the rest of it painted, go get the run wire, and I'll show you that later. It's in another barn. I'm going to use some of the old kennel. They had an old kennel here. I'm going to use the old kennel wire as the run. So you're going to take that out of the other barn and put it out here, and then we've still got to finish up the nesting boxes, but Stacy says we don't really need that done just yet because they won't be laying eggs until probably the spring, so we're not in a hurry with nesting boxes, but I'd like to get this thing finished up, and then I've got to get the rest of the trim on the windows and just make it look good. So we're almost there. The chickens are in there, so I'm not in a huge hurry right now, but for one, I'd like to get it done just so I don't quit worrying about it. But that's what we're doing today. So just attaching this up here. I did a 2x4 back here and put washers on some screws and attach to the back, and then raise it up, and now I'm just running washers down the edge here. Like I said, it's not quite as pretty when it's done, but the functionality of it is much better, just because chickens need so much more ventilation than most other animals, because if you don't give them much ventilation, they will stink, and they produce lots of dust. So alright, so I was talking about the panels I was going to use in the run. Like I said, this used to be a kennel, an indoor kennel. And they've left all these old kennel cages, and they have pretty good wiring and nice panels. The tops have chicken wire on them, so I have to go back and undo all the chicken wire. And they've been welded into some places, so it's going to be some work getting these things out of here. And whoever made these, they made them the right way, so they've added wire almost everywhere. So it takes a long time just to find all the wire, and it's going to take a while just to break all of those welds holding this thing together. But once I get it broken up and haul some of these panels out, it should be a quick, easy way to make a cheap run, because I won't have to buy any post or anything. I just have to haul these things out of here. Feed the chickens.
Get you guys some treats. Did you want your pets?
And the cinnamon queens are the in charge ones.
Yep, they sure are.
Clean up some of the bedding and put a little fresh in here. Still pretty good.
Ouch.
Doesn't stink too bad. But under the water it's kind of wet. So.
Hey, she's cheating. No cheating. No cheating.
So fresh food's in the top.
There, is that what you need? What's in there? There it goes. This one's gonna be Snowball or something. She's got the most white on her. Yeah. Y'all are pretty. Ow, that was my finger. There's no food in that one. I just want to be pet. Yep.
Tell the Cinnamon Queens, what are they?
They're black lace golden line dots and then black lace silver.
Black lace silver.
Silver's got more light on their head. Ouch! Getting too feisty over here. Those are my fingers. Don't eat my fingers, it's not a worm. Oh, scared him. See if we get some of the line dots. Yay! Nope, Cinnamon Queens. Run the show.
Alright, just trying to get, I got a little paint on my head, sorry. Trying to get the chicken coop finished painted, and we're going to try to get the run up this week. Most of the backside's done. Stacy's trying to finish up some of that. And we got the top, so getting really close, and I think it's going to look really good once we're finished. Alright, we got the whole thing painted all the way around, and it looks good. So we've got several like small things to do now. Still the nesting boxes, of course, the run, the flower boxes that are going right here. Someday I got to get some lights and put up here, some shutters and the trim, you know, just all the stuff to make it look pretty. And then we got this side, and here's the back side with the little pop door. I think it come out really nice, so I'll show you guys the trimming process and the rest of the stuff as we go. But most of it's done, so that's good because it's starting to get winter now, and this is like one of the last good, beautiful days that we have. It's like a little below 70 right now, so about almost perfect, but it's gonna start dropping real cold. So there's the coop. Just get it finished up and clean it up, and looks good. Scoop up some of this, mostly under the water. That's where it got wet. Scoop it out of here. Kind of stinky. It's not horrible, but
Keep it clean so it doesn't get horrible.
yeah, just try to keep it as clean as possible in here.
Healthy chickens, smelling good chickens. Make sure they don't escape out the door, chickens.
So just scoop up the nastiest part of it here. We'll put some new bedding down. We'll just keep it fresh. So I've been in there disassembling these kennels that I've been telling you guys about, and these panels are chain link fence on giant metal bars, so they are heavy. I'm just trying to get this one out here outside and lay it on the ground. I'm gonna do 3 of them. There's probably 8 in there, same size plus one long fence, but my goal is to drag them out here and then figure out how to get them from here all the way up to the coop up there. I don't know, I'll have to call some reinforcements or see if I can drag it with a car or a truck or something. I don't want to drag it too much because I don't want to tear them up, but they might be able to drag. I'll just keep an eye on them. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now, is figuring that out, how to get these out of this barn, out here on the ground, all the way up to the coop.